Coming up on Winning Bets, I've got 8 bets for you on today's MLB action. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. It's time to buckle up, put our game face on, and get to work today. We had a little bit of a rough day yesterday. We missed our Europa League bet. Manchester United decided to not show up even though they played their strong lineup. They were just off it all game long, so they didn't complete our parlay. And then in baseball, we only went 1-3. So a tough day overall. We're down a little over 3 units, 3.05 units, but it's all right. We'll put our game face on. We'll come back at it today. We'll get you guys a winner. I actually got 8 bets for you guys to winners. It's so much. I'm feeling good. You guys, I sent out this tweet last night that if the Mariners won the game, I would pick one lucky fan and send them $20. Well, the Mariners did win that game. I won a lot of money personally on that game. Then I also sent our winner $20 this morning. He was the one lucky random drawer out of that contest there. So actually, he was the only entry into that contest. He was the only one that retweeted that tweet. I tried to send out money to you guys, and he's the only one that did that. So congratulations to him, though. And congratulations, to the Mariners, though, getting that win. I am a little upset because, for one, my research is dialed in. I correctly predicted the Mariners were going to get that win as they did. But I'm upset I didn't give you guys that bet. I make more bets than what I give you guys. I try and give you guys the top 3 or 4 bets that I have and that I'm feeling really confident. I was confident in that Mariners bet, obviously. That's why I was willing to give one lucky person $20 should the Mariners complete that victory. I think going forward, I'm just going to give you guys all my bets and let you guys decide if you want to tail me on all of them or if you want to pick and choose any amount of those bets that I make, and if you guys want to tail on that. So that's what I'm going to do, because I hate having a winner personally, but I hate that you guys aren't coming along on that win and enjoying that satisfaction with me. So like I said, just going forward, going to hit you guys with all of it, tail it all, or tail what you'd like. As always, just drop a comment in the video. Let me know what you are or are not tailing, and then go ahead and like this video. If you're going to at least tail one of the picks, just go ahead, give me a like. Let me know you're tailing it. So let's just jump right on into it today. Let's get those units back. So we got our game paint on, we got our face on. So let's get those units back. All right, guys, the first matchup of the day is the Braves and the Yankees. I like that the Yankees are coming off an off day. They're going to have their top arms available out of the bullpen. The Braves are coming off a 13-8 loss yesterday. Both these teams are actually fairly equal out of the bullpens, and also their bats, I think, or not, I think. I looked at the stats. Their bats are also even match. I think the Yankees get a slight edge on the mound here with Montgomery. He had a hiccup his last time out, and that's all I hope it'll be, is a hiccup. So I think the Yankees, slight edge on the bullpen. They have an off day. This is just a spot that I like the Yankees in. I'm going to go ahead and take them in the run line here at -125. So Yankees run line -125. Coming down to our next matchup, it's the Orioles versus the Phillies. This is a pretty even pitching matchup. You got Cobb versus Wheeler on the mound here. You've got Cobb is the Orioles ace. Wheeler is an excellent pitcher here for the Phillies. The Phillies enter the day, though. We've mentioned this on a couple times, and I looked up the stats again fresh this morning. The Phillies once again enter the day bullpen-wise, last in ERA, last in WHIP, last in opponent's batting average, and third in FIP. So just a team that if you can get to that bullpen, you're going to do some damage on them. And last night, unfortunately, the Phillies, they went to that big win over the Braves, but they only had to use 2 guys of the bullpen for a combined 1 inning. So the bullpen, while they even may be healthy and fresh going into this game, the stats just suggest the bullpen's just not very good. The Orioles bullpen, on the flip side, they're about middle in the road, but they're also top 10 in a couple of those categories. So the bullpen, definitely the edge, definitely goes to the Orioles there in this matchup. Orioles, or the offense, I should say, is about even. They're actually, neck and neck there on average. So offense-wise, not really much of an advantage. You've got an offense that they're about even keel. I think starting pitching is probably about even keel, but then the bullpen is a huge advantage here for the Orioles. So I've got 2 bets for this game. I'm going Orioles team total over 3.5, coming in at -121, and we might have an uncomfortable sweat here beginning initially due to the starting pitchers, but fear not. If we can get to that bullpen, we should be able to scrape 4 runs across. Then the other bet I'm going to make here is the Orioles money line coming in at plus 160. Just too much value here. It's not like everybody will look at this lineup and just assume the Phillies have a better offense, but the numbers don't support that. The offenses, numbers-wise, say that they're even. The starting pitching is even. Again, bullpen edge to the Orioles. So just too much value here at plus 160 to not take the Orioles. So I'm going to take the Orioles money line at plus 160, and then the Orioles team total over 3.5 at minus 161. Next bet here is going to be the Nationals and Mets. Look, the Nationals have a better bullpen. Offenses are about even, but the one thing that the Nationals do better is they don't strike out. The Mets still lead the league in strikeouts, so the Nats have that advantage in terms of plate discipline, being able to put contact, bat on ball. The Nats definitely are better in that regard. And then obviously the starting pitching here with Max Scherzer on the mound is a huge advantage here to the Nationals. It's because of that, though. Max Scherzer, in his last time out, he clearly pitched, started that game with some sort of back ailment. The Nationals already had their bullpen warmed up before the game even started. Max Scherzer only went one inning in that game. So because of that, I'm scared, and I'm not going to parlay the Nationals. Normally, this would be a spot where I would parlay the Nationals with somebody with Scherzer on the mound. But given, the uncertainty with Scherzer and the fear that, he may tell the manager he wants to man up and start the game and then obviously not be able to make it that long if he's still struggling from any kind of injury. I'm just going to go Nationals run line here at plus 110. So Nationals run line comes in at plus 110. All right, guys, the next matchup is going to be the Diamondbacks, the Rockies. We've made a lot of money in the last 5 or so games tailing the Rockies. Obviously, they didn't get it done last night. They let us down. They got beat pretty bad by the Diamondbacks. I mean, they put up 8 runs themselves, so they hung with it. But overall, the Diamondbacks definitely beat them up pretty good there. But still, we still like the Rockies for all the reasons. The Rockies have a top 5 offense. The Diamondbacks have a bottom 10 offense. I mean, just a huge discrepancy, even though game 1 went in the favor of the Diamondbacks. Rockies still supporting, again, a top 5 offense compared to a bottom 10 offense of the Diamondbacks. The Rockies are a slightly better bullpen, but what I liked about the Rockies bullpen going into this matchup is now all their top arms are available, and while the Diamondbacks bullpen isn't much worse than the Diamondbacks, still a very top-tier bullpen. They used their closer last night and their top 2 setup men amongst other relievers in last night's game. So the bullpen, and I know the guys didn't throw a lot of pitches in last night's game, but the fact is they were used, they were hot, and they came into the game. And now the Rockies have at least seen those guys' deliveries, seen their arm angles, all that, what have you. And those guys threw pitches, so maybe they're not even available. So huge advantage to the Rockies bullpen being one of the elite in all of Major League Baseball. And like I said, they've seen the Diamondbacks' top arms now out of their bullpen. Starting pitching probably going to be a little bit even here, so I'm just going to take the Rockies money line is what I'm going to do at minus 104. So Rockies money line at minus 104. Last matchup here is we got 2 more here. Mariners Rangers. Obviously, I like the Mariners, a huge spot last night. Again, I'm sorry I didn't give that guy's bet to you last night, but I'm going to give it to you today. I think the Mariners are going to win 2 out of 3 of this series, so definitely going to bet the game again tomorrow. Not sure if they'll end up winning this game. The numbers would suggest that they're going to probably win it, just like they won last night. Rangers offense is still bottom 3. Mariners is around that 20 mark. Bullpen's maybe about even. But then you've got Mike Minor on the mound for the Rangers. Look, he may have been a stud in 2019, but he is not able to reproduce those same results so far in 2020. So if Mike Minor does what he's done in his first 3 starts, the Mariners should light him up like a Christmas tree. And again, they have the better bullpen arm. So I'm just going to go ahead and take Mariners again. Take that money line at plus 118. All right, guys, last matchup of the day is the Marlins versus the Blue Jays. This, to me, really mirrored a lot about what I said with the Orioles. Just name recognition, Orioles, Phillies. Everybody's going to gravitate towards taking the Phillies, where, again, the numbers just don't suggest that. The numbers back up the Orioles in that matchup. Same here again with the Marlins and the Blue Jays. Bullpens are about even. No real advantage there, but the Marlins offense is middle, where the Blue Jays offense is bottom 10. Just not a very good offense there for the Blue Jays, where the Marlins are putting up runs. They're about middle of the pack. And then the Blue Jays have Rui going on the mound. He's been up and down in 2010. There's been nothing spectacular about how he's pitched so far in this season. Marlins are throwing Hernandez on the mound. He's only had 1 start this season against the Orioles, and he did really great in that matchup. So this is just another one where the numbers based on the value of the money you're going to get for the picks, you got to take the Marlins here in this spot, even though the name recognition, people are going to jump on the Blue Jays. So I'm going Marlins money line at plus 145. Again, just great value there. And I'm going Marlins team total over 3.5 at even money at plus 100. So those are going to be the two bets. All right, guys, so to recap, I've got Yankees run line at plus 125. I've got Orioles money line at plus 160. I've got Orioles team total over 3.5 at minus 121. I've got the Nationals run line at plus 110. I've got the Rockies money line at minus 104. I've got the Mariners money line at plus 118. I'm going Marlins money line at plus 145 and go the Marlins team total over 3.5 at even money at plus 100. All right, guys, those are the monster day we're going to have today. Get on board, tail these picks. Again, don't forget, drop a comment in there. Let me know what you're tailing. Like this video to let me know what you're tailing. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday when we're counting our winnings and putting in more winning bets. All right, guys, I'm Jason Mattis. See you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.